Hello, good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about the syllabus of our postgraduate teachers examination in geography. Okay, hope all of you are geographers and mostly you are working in some of the education institutions. नहीं है तो और कहीं पे काम किया कर रहा होगा, नहीं तो अभी पास हो के नेट स्लेट टेट ये सब पास हो के बैठा होगा. तो इसमें आपके लिए तो बेसिक नॉलेज ज्योग्राफी का होगा. So this time what I am going to do is, in this class I am going to take you the syllabus of the coming examination postgraduate teaching. The main aim of this class is to make you understand that how much you are involved in this subject at present. आप लोगों के लिए कितना नॉलेज है अभी इस सब्जेक्ट में, क्योंकि कुछ तो ऐसा होगा अभी यू आर इन ज्योग्राफी बट कुछ लोग तो ऐसा होगा पढ़ने के बाद और कई जॉब पे होगा. तो अपना से समझ में आना कि हम इस लेवल पे है, हमको 10% जानता है, 20% जानता है, 50% जानता है, 80% जानना है, ये सब समझ में आना है. देन ओनली यू कैन स्टार्ट योर स्टडी. हमको इस लेवल से इतना लेवल तक, द फाइनल एम इज़ टू रीच अप टू 100% बिकॉज वी हैव करंटली 10 पोस्ट एंड वी नो देर इज़ लॉट ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन. इवन द स्टूडेंट्स सिटिंग नियर टू यू is a competitor. Okay, so you have to work hard for the same and don't think that I don't get. Think that I have received this post already. Otherwise, you will get disappointed. So don't think about the knowledge right now. Think about the knowledge what you are going to achieve before writing the examination. We know that there is general knowledge part is there, but where we can achieve maximum mark is in our subject, because we know it already and we are going to develop it. Okay, so in syllabus you can see part 1, part 2. In part 2 itself you can see second part. Part 2 is divided into 2. One is geography of India, another one is geography of Northeast India. But when we look into the previous question paper देखने से, you can understand that from Northeast India about 99% questions is from Arunachal Pradesh. Most of the geography questions come from Arunachal Pradesh. So we want to concentrate more in the geography of Arunachal Pradesh instead of going in detail in Northeast India. And regarding geography, you can see in first part, that is geography, general geography. We know that there is physical geography and human geography. 20 out of 50 questions, last time also near 15 to 20 questions come from physical geography. So question paper is like that, nearly 20. That means about 40%, 35 to 40% questions come from physical geography. The remaining come from human geography and Indian geography. And from Arunachal Pradesh, last time if you look the questions, you can see out of 50, almost 10 question, 8 to 10 question is from geography of Arunachal Pradesh. So if you consider 50%, more than 50% come from physical geography and geography of Arunachal Pradesh. But yes, for getting a minimum mark, that is enough. But this is a competitive examination, so each mark counts. Each mark counts. So in the syllabus, we know that geography, in hearing it is a small subject, but anything in the earth surface can become as question. We can't say that this is not from geography. It is, everything is from geography. Okay, let's start our class. Let's discuss the syllabus for the day. So this is the basic geography. So when we ask who is the father of geography, usually we say Acacius is the father of geography. Sometimes we will say it is Eratosthenes. Why? Acacius, we know that he is also a scholar in geography, but when we say or when we consider geography, the father of geography is widely accepted as Eratosthenes because he coined the term. So, geography, we can say, if you are finding multiple type question, if there is the name of Acacius, you want to write the father of geography is Acacius. Otherwise, you have to write Eratosthenes as the father of geography. Why? He coined the term geography. Then what is this geography? Geography, geo means earth and graph means to write, to describe about geography. So geography totally means to describe about geography, that we all know. But when we say about the definition of geography, what is geography? So अभी common people तो बोलेगा geography, और it is the study of earth surface, फूलों के बारे में है, कुछ तो बोला पत्थर के बारे में है, कुछ लोग it is about landscape, कुछ लोग बोलेगा that is about people, कुछ लोग बोलेगा that is about environment. So all these comes under the scope of geography. So we can say that definition is wrong. In the early stages, people find geography as a discipline which deals with the description of Earth's surface. Earth surface के बारे में जो पढ़ता है वही geographer है. That was the concept in the early times. We know from the ancient times, that means from the time of Romans itself, geography has evolved. Strabo, Ptolemy, ये सब लोग उसी टाइम में भी geography है, and they have gone behind Earth's surface. How the Earth surface is, what is the shape of the Earth surface, we know. Sometimes people say it is in round shape, it is in flat shape. ये सब बोल के we have started telling about geography. Then कुछ लोग बोलता है it is a study of maps, location in space. Right now we know that location, study of map is cartography. This question can be expected. The part of geography which deals with study of maps, that is cartography, that we know right now. So we know that the Arabs, Europeans, ये सब लोग क्या किया था, वो लोग मैप, स्टडी ऑफ मैप के पीछे वर्ल्ड मैप कैसे बनेगा और हाउ देयर प्लेस लुक्स लाइक्स. Even in terracottas, caves, we have seen the maps. We have studied about the maps. So like when we move second level, we can say that geography is the study of maps. Then evolving from that, geography turned to be the subject which deals with landscapes, peoples, places, environments. ये सब हो गया तीसरा. So when we say the definition of geography, if somebody says that geography is the study of landscapes, yes, geography is the study of landscape. Geography is the study of people, yes, geography is the study of people. So geography is the study of place. Geography is the study of environment. Yes, we can say, we can accept it. Then the geography came to next level, that is geography is how environment apparently controls human behavior. Human को कैसे environment control करता है, human behavior को geography कैसे ये earth surface नहीं ये तो environment कैसे control करता है. We know the major isms, that is possibilism. So determinism. This is actually determinism. Determinism says environment has the power to control the humans. So next level we have reached up to that. Geography has developed up to that. Earlier it was just the study of the earth surface. Then we have related earth surface नहीं है तो environment को हम relate किया है human के साथ, human behavior के साथ हम लोग control किया है. Then coming next to that, when our technologies has developed, technology तो बढ़ गया है. Now we know the time of computers, time of aeroplanes, time of digital mapping, everything has come, evolved. So we thought that, humans thought that we have the power to control environment. It is not the environment controlling us, it is the humans who control the environment. So there is another concept that geography is to understand the earth as the world of man, world of humans. That is called determinism. So we have studied in later stage earth as the world of man. So we have possibilism after determinism. This concept where man controls the world is possibilism. Man is possible to change the environment. The first stage it was earth surface, study of just as earth surface, then coming to mapping, then we have different entities in geography, that is landscape, people, places, environment. Then after that, if you look, we have bring humans to that, we have related man and environment, or man and his surface, we have related that. Then we said environment is controlling man. Again another concept, man is controlling, man has the ability to control the earth or environment. So this is how the geography has evolved. But there was a geographer named Griffith Taylor who propounded new concept, that is neo-determinism. Neo-determinism. What this neo-determinism says? No, we can't say that environment is controlling humans or humans is controlling environment. Environment को human control कर रहे हैं, नहीं environment human ने environment को control कर. ये ऐसे नहीं बोल पाएगा. Why? As a geographer, our study is to understand the everlasting relationship. It is just a relationship between man and the environment. So that is our final aim. As a geographer, you have to understand the everlasting relationship. That is called geography. Geography can be considered as the study of everlasting relationship between man and his environment. We have nothing to do with how or whether man is controlling environment or environment is controlling man. ऐसे सोचने की ज़रूरी हमारे लिए नहीं है. What a geographer want to do, a geographer want to understand the relationship between man and his environment. Whether that is in a positive way, whether that is in a negative way, all those things we should understand. In this picture also you can say how the man has evolved and what was the relationship between man and his environment. Earlier I said that we were wanderers. पूरा दुनिया में जितना भी लोग हो वो लोग ऐसा था, कुछ तो डेवलपमेंट नहीं था, वो अपना एनवायरनमेंट को अडॉप्ट होते उधर ऐसे ऐसे जा रहा था. स्टेइंग इन केव्स. लेटर we have discovered fire, we have discovered metals, ऐसे डेवलप होके we have reached up to this level. फ्रांस अभी उसके बाद केव से थोड़ा सा सेटलमेंट शुरू किया, एग्रीकल्चर शुरू किया, उधर से धीरे धीरे कल्चर डेवलप किया है. लास्ट में now if you look at this picture you can see this is a metropolitan city. This is a metropolitan city where we exist right now. So there exists a new environment, new relationship between man and environment. So there is, we can say man has the ability or the possibility to change his environment. At the same time, when we see some kind of disaster, we can understand, yes, environment has the power to overcome all the constructions created by humans. So we don't want to go for this. We want to make a good world here. For that, we want to understand the relationship between man and his environment. That is geography. Then we can go for the branches of geography. Geography में कितना branches है, that we can look right now. अभी पहले से बहुत कुछ definition हम लोग देखा है. तो इसमें when you go through the descriptions, you can see two main points. That is Earth's surface, our environment. Along with that, you can see people or the population in this environment and the surface. So there is two branches for geography. One is study of Earth's surface or environment, and second one is the study of people or the population. So when you are asked the main branches of geography, we can say that there is two branches in geography, that is physical geography and the human geography. Now इसका तो सब डिविजन्स है, सब ब्रांचेस है. तो पहले we are starting our geography from these two concepts, that is environment or the earth surface, and the second one is people or the population. One side is physical geography and another side is the human geography. In our syllabus also, if you look, you can understand the general geography part 1. It is divided, or whatever the syllabus is given is the part of this physical geography and the human geography. Then what is given in this syllabus, that we are going to look. What is physical geography? Physical geography is the study of natural features on the Earth's surface. It involves how the universe has evolved, how the galaxies have evolved, how the solar system is evolved, how the Earth's surface is evolved, how the landforms are divided. We know that first order landforms, second order landform, third order landforms, we have studied that. Coming and how these landforms is influenced by other features. That is physical geography. Coming to the human geography, we say it is a study of people, population, life of the people, culture of the people, settlement of the people, their language, their age group, their employment, their economic activities, their religions, everything comes under human geography. But in human geography, we can't directly go through people or its concept. We want to link that with the environment. We want to link that with the nature. Then only we can say it is human geography. We want to take them to the earth surface. Whatever the characteristic of human beings that is evolved, that should be taken under the relationship between environment and its earth surface. Then only its spatial distribution को इसको इधर लेके आना है. जो भी कल्चरल और कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ ह्यूमंस है, इसको तो वी वांट टू रिलेट दैट विथ द सरफेस और द नेचर और द इकोसिस्टम ही एग्जिस्ट. So we can say human geography is the study of the interaction between man and nature. Humans can't stay individually or independently in human geography. We want to relate that with the spatial aspect. That is human geography. Now in physical geography, what is this physical geography? It is a spatial study of natural phenomena that make up the Earth's surface and its environment. It make up the Earth's surface and its environment. So when we go to the syllabus, you can see the first four part that include geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, and biogeography. Geomorphology, last time also when we looked the previous question papers, you can see almost 8 to 10 questions comes from this geomorphology part. Then geomorphology is the study of Earth's landforms. Then climatology relating to atmosphere. Oceanography, just like the land, we have another part that is ocean, so it has its own different landforms involved. So we will study about oceanography. Then hydrology, environmental geography, everything's under the scope of physical geography. Luckily in this syllabus we want to study about geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, and some part of environmental geography, that is biogeography. That is what we are going to discuss in our syllabus. So let's see what is geomorphology. Geomorphology, it's usually we have confused with physical geography. Physical geography deals with all those things which comes under the scope of Earth's surface and its evolution. In geomorphology, we will study only about the landforms. Only about landforms. So what is landform? Landform are the natural shapes or features. Natural shapes of a land or a particular region. Like plateau. What is this plateau? Like a table shape. We will say plateau has a table shape. So like there will be some kind of natural shape for a landform. Then there are many different types of landform found on Earth's surface. Its classifications. What are they? First order classification. Do you remember it? its oceanic part and continental part. That is first order. Then coming to the second order, that is mountains and hills, plains, plateaus, coastal regions. ये सब होगा second order. Then coming to the third order, what is coming in the mountain region, what is coming in the plain region, what is coming in the valley region, how they are evolved, all those things. In geomorphology, when we study, there is two parts. One is a general concept of the evolution of universe. We know the Big Bang theory by Hubble's. Then nebular hypothesis, planetesimal hypothesis. Then coming to the origin of solar systems. Then coming to the structure of galaxies, structure of solar systems. We know how it is distributed. The inner planets, the outer planets, the asteroid belt, the Kuiper belt, the interstellar region, all those things. Then the landforms. What is included in landforms? In geomorphology, where you look, the landform evolution has been mainly influenced by three factors. One is structure, how the landforms looks like. Then the process, how the landforms has been created. We know the endogenic forces, we know the exogenic forces. And endogenic forces, we know it is coming within the Earth's surface, which is the primary one to create second order and the first order and second order landforms. It is the basic force, endogenic force. Then the exogenic forces which act upon the landforms, which is already created by the endogenic forces. The process of weathering, the process of denudation, that is comes under the process. Then the time, whether it is a catastrophic process, which is a sudden process, which is a diastrophic process, which is a slow process. Then we know the concept of landform evolutions by Davis, Peng, Ella King, all those we know. So all this comes under the scope of geomorphology. We want to go in detail for each of these, how the structure influence, how the process, what are the process, and what are the landforms evolved from major weathering agents. We know fluvial landforms, we know aeolian landforms, we know glacial landforms, we know coastal landforms, we know karst landforms. That is underground. No? Underground based on calcium carbonate. So all these, whether this is a erosional landform, whether this is a depositor landform, many things. If you go deeper, we can see a sea of distribution or the subdivisions for this area. So we can expect question from all these. If somebody asks you what is aeolian landform, or if they give you some example like hamadas or demolis, no नहीं है तो dunes, ये सब कौन सी तरफ का landform है, और which factor is creating this kind of landforms. ऐसा questions भी पूछ सकता है इसमें से. So we want to go in detail in each of these structure, process and time. Then coming to that, next one is concept of evolution of landforms. Davis का है, Penn का है, King का है, ये सब पेडीप्लेन है, पेनी प्लेन्स है, मोनाक्नॉक्स है, ये सब हमको पढ़ना होगा, and that is a vast region. Then coming next, you can see climatology. That is the study of climate and weather. We know the difference between weather and the climate. Weather, what is this? It is the study of the present condition of the atmosphere. For a short, actually this weather is for a short term and climate is for a long term. The condition or the combination of atmosphere at that particular time period. In this period, we know the time of unpredictable flooding, unpredictable droughts, the time of climatic change, how much importance should be given to this climatology. How humans are creating problems in the atmosphere, atmospheric balance, and how it is creating trouble to humans itself. You can understand from studying the climatology. Then coming to the scope of climatology, you can see the layers of atmosphere, the atmospheric processes, layers of atmosphere, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. The combination, the presence of gases, nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, a subspecies, and how it is present in the atmosphere. The presence of water vapor, the presence of clouds, ये सब चीज़ के बारे में पढ़ना होगा atmosphere. Then the climatic zones. We know the different classifications by Köppen, Dhruvartha, ये सब. We want to go in detail and how this is influencing, how these climatic zones has been generated in this particular space that we want to study. We want to study about winds, movement of wind, different kind of winds. ये सब climatology में आएगा. Then mapping, how mapping is making, how the forecasting, if like there is chances of rain, how we can say that, how we can study the climate map, ये सब इसमें आएगा. Then the most important things comes under climatology is the study of global warming and the climatic change. You can expect minimum 1 or 2 questions from this region, that is from climate change or from global warming, the effect of greenhouse, ये सब इसमें आएगा. That is climatology. Then the study of oceanography. Actually, when we, even though we are including this in geography, you can see oceanography comes under earth science, because we can take this as a different unit, different subject, oceanography. It is that much wide. Like geomorphology, in oceanography we want to study about the landforms in the ocean. We want to study about the life in the ocean. We want to study the currents. We want to study the movements in oceans, currents, waves, tides, tsunamis. ये सब पढ़ना होगा. So it's a broad area. So when somebody asks you about oceanography, you want to say it is the branch of earth science that studies the ocean as a whole. So it's a big area. Then what comes under this scope? Just I said earlier, oceanography studies about the ocean landforms, the sea floor spreading, ocean currents, the movements, Not only currents, you want to study about the waves, you want to study about the tides and the influencing factors, how the current influence the climate of regions, how the ocean presence of oceans or seas influence the climate of that particular region. Everything comes. Then the salinity of the region, everything comes under the scope of oceanography. In this picture you can see the landforms from continental shelf to abyssal plain or mid-oceanic ridge. There exist number of landform units. You want to study each of this in detail. When I am saying all these things, you want to think over yourself how much knowledge I have in all these things, and you want to grade you yourself. हाँ, मेरे लिए इतना percentage knowledge है, so I want to go for all those things in detail, because there is, I repeat, there is competition. You don't want to get a minimum mark, you want to come in first 10 places. So take effort, you will get it, that for sure. Then comes the environmental geography. Environmental geography, it is the interaction of human society with their natural environment. Abhi jo bhi ho, pollution, the main thing that is studying under environmental concern is environmental pollution, environmental degradation, how humans changing the characteristic of earth, how he influenced the soil, how he influenced the water, how he influenced the air. All those things comes under the scope of environmental geography. Environmental degradation. But in our syllabus, we have only biogeography, study of ecosystem, the ecosystem where man exists, the study of spatial distribution or distribution of species, plant species, vegetation, forest cover, ये सब इसमें आएगा, और the distribution of animal and their adaptants to the earth surface, ये सब biogeography में आएगा. So that comes under biogeography. In this, we want to study more we want to give more concentration to ecosystem. So we can expect questions from the distribution of different kind of vegetation, from tropical rainforest to temperate grasslands to tundra regions or the ice-capped regions. यहाँ तक हमको पढ़ना होगा. This is also a broader area. You can expect 1 or 2 questions from this region, this area as well. So these are the part that comes under physical geography. So when we look the syllabus, you can see in geomorphology, definition, scope, development of geomorphology, origin and evolution of Earth surface, and their theories of Big Bang, hypothesis, nebular hypothesis, planetesimal hypothesis, ये सब इसमें आएगा. उसके बाद अर्थ के बारे में, अर्थ लैंडस्केप, इंटीरियर ऑफ द अर्थ, ये सब इसमें आएगा. डिफरेंट थियरीज रिगार्डिंग द मूवमेंट क्रिएशन ऑफ अर्थ सरफेस, लाइक कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट थियरीज, प्लेट टेक्टोनिक थियरीज, ये सब इसमें आएगा. The concept of endogenic forces, the concept of exogenic process, and the evolution of landform, ये सब geomorphology में आएगा. Entire scope of geomorphology. Then to come climatology, as we have discussed, what comes? It comes the composition, structure of atmosphere, different factors influencing, mainly insolation, coming solar radiation, how it influences, what is the heat budget, what is greenhouse effect, what is global warming, ये सब इसमें आएगा. The movement of wind आएगा, मूवमेंट ऑफ द प्रेसिपिटेशन आएगा, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ प्रेसिपिटेशन आएगा, ये सब इसके अंदर आएगा. एंड I want to say the important thing is that in climatology you want to concentrate in the present global climatic change. Questions can be expected from that region as well. Then next, that is oceanography, composition, structure, ये सब आएगा. इसके बाद रिलीफ, मरीन रिलीफ के बारे में आएगा, मरीन लाइफ के बारे में आएगा, मूवमेंट्स इन ओशन. I said you already, currents, tides, waves, then the temperature and salinity के बारे में आएगा. Then the life, that is corals, atolls, ये सब के बारे में you can study. Then in biogeography, you want to give more concentration to ecosystem and the ecology. You can expect question from that region. And I said you, we want to study about the different material that interacts with human. Here we have to study about the soils. Then different biomes, different wildlife regions, different biodiversity regions, ये सब के बारे में we want to study about. So that all comes under physical geography. The next class we can study about, or we can discuss about what to come in human geography, what to come under, because if we go to India and if you go to Arunachal Pradesh, it shows the spatial distribution of physical and human part on its distribution in India and in Arunachal Pradesh. Thank you.